Yeah, but I don't go by that name.
Oh, okay. What you go by?
Death.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Alright, you can step down. Alright, this way. Are you allergic to any medication?
Yeah, antidepressants, antipsychotics. They make me feel real bad.
Do you have side effects from them? Like, are you allergic?
Yeah, headaches.
Which ones? And
Headache, all of them. They all of them. All of them. First, second, third generation, all of them.
You just gotta walk.
Just allergic to them. Headaches.
No. Okay, have a seat right here.
Gives me, can't think right on them, nothing.
Okay.
because in the past it says that you were not allergic to any medication.
Yeah, well, I'm allergic to them.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it about 1 pack a day?
Well, yes, ma'am. I'm trying to switch to the e-cigarettes.
How old were you when you started?
8.
And who is your primary care doctor?
I don't have
You don't
one.
have one.
I don't know where to go.
Do you take any prescription medication that is not prescribed by this clinic?
No way.
Do you still want to use the pharmacy here in this office?
Okay.
Let's look at your blood pressure.
I like that. I'll start working with my coffee good. That's your medicine now. That's mine. That's mine too.
Yep.
Wait, I still see Dr. Wagner?
No, you have been reassigned to Miss Rebecca.
Oh, is that an old elderly lady? Oh, I talked to the elderly lady one day.
Yeah.
I ain't never met her.
She's been here almost 2 years. This summer she'll be here 2 years, but she's been practicing for a long time.
Okay.
She's just
Well, I mean, I don't guess I could go back to Dr. Wagner? Maybe after today?
Do you have Medicare insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
You have Medicare? He cannot accept Medicare with his license.
Is that recent?
But yeah, somewhat. Within like the last 10 to 12 months, yeah. It's something that's going to change.
He's still here though?
Yeah. His license though, he can't, his license won't allow him to accept Medicare.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, blood pressure's okay?
Yeah, it's on the higher end of normal.
Yeah, that's right. really, you know, they want to give you medicine and all you got to do is quit eating. So I don't understand how they work in this Western medicine. It's strange.
That's it with me. You can have a seat right here in this first lobby by the pharmacy.
All right.
Thank you. In a minute.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know you were here.
Oh, I've been here a while.
Hey, never mind. I definitely. Yeah. Come on.
You ready?
Yeah. Didn't know you were here.
How you doing?
See, close the door.
I got me some saline, humidifier. Clear my sinuses right.
Oh, I've been on steroids, everything. See, they had you down for a psyche valve, but you've been seeing Dr. Waggner.
Right, I had missed an appointment. And
Right, but you're Medicare?
yes, ma'am.
Because you're Medicare, he can't see Medicare patients. Medicare won't
That's
pay.
fine.
So I'll be seeing you. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I function like the psychiatrists do. I've already reviewed your last visit with him was in August.
So how does the psychiatrist function?
How do we function?
How's a psychiatrist function? You're different from a psychiatrist, right?
Right, but I function like them.
Well, how
I
does
do
he function?
I do evaluations, diagnosis, and medication management. I can PEC a patient to a hospital. So.
Oh, but he's the medical doctor as well.
No, he's not a doctor. He's a doctor of psychology. He's a psychologist, a medical psychologist, and he has privileges to prescribe in Louisiana, but Medicare won't approve him seeing Medicare patients. They won't pay for it, bottom line, but they will pay for me. So,
okay.
Okay. So, are you on anything medicines right now?
No, ma'am. I really need something to treat my ADHD combined type and my dyslexia. I need something to help me focus.
Well, you're not diagnosed with that. You're diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
I've been diagnosed.
Just let me.
Okay, I know what I'm diagnosed with.
Okay. Well then, let me just do.
So y'all don't have my dyslexia and my ADHD in y'all's records?
Nope. And
That's a shame.
And I will tell you that it's hard to prescribe ADHD medicines for adults because unless you
even when you got it when you was younger.
Well, that might be, but let's first. Let me get to know you a little bit, find out a little bit about you. First, tell me how old you are.
31.
31 years old. Here. Medication.
Oh, I'm the most unique patient you'll ever meet.
I doubt it. I have a lot of them. It was transferred from Dr. Webb.
Maybe the most interesting.
Okay, that sounds good. I need somebody interesting today because of insurance.
Well, I wish I could have.
We last saw Dr. Dr. Waggner in August of 2017. He reports he is currently not on any medications and is seeking medications for his ADHD and dyslexia. So
ADHD combined type.
I know, but that's usually when you're a child. Are you still hyperactive?
I have trouble focusing.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
So if you don't have a job, are you in school?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So usually for adults, we can prescribe medications if they have a job or they're in school, but otherwise,
just
well,
everyday life, just forget about it.
Not forget about it, but let's talk more about what's going on with you, okay?
Well, I'll just go ahead and let you know since we first met. Antipsychotics, antidepressants, they ain't gonna work for me.
Okay.
You've
been on a lot of them?
That I have been forced on it and denied all rights to liberty.
Okay.
It's really quite disgusting how they do things.
Okay. So you don't think you're schizophrenic?
I got all kind of.
Do you hear voices and see things?
I got ADHD combined, ODD, dyslexia,
Stop for just a minute. Those first three, those are usually children's diagnoses. I take ADHD medicine. I've been ADHD my whole life. I'm 64 years old. I wouldn't be able to first kindergarten they kicked me out, but I wouldn't be able to function in the afternoons if I didn't take the Concerta in the mornings because I can't focus. Okay, but I have a job. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I got a house to
take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well we'll talk. Let me talk some more kids. I got
books to write.
Okay, I got to ask you some questions.
Okay. I got a wonderful book. It's the Lost Book of Notre Dame right now.
Now you're sounding schizophrenic.
You don't like Notre Dame? He's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's schizophrenic, huh?
No,
How he ain't schizophrenic?
No, I didn't say he was, but he's kind of grandiose.
Oh, what is wrong with me being that way?
Nothing, if it's real.
So why do you think it's not real? If Notre Dame, if you like Notre Dame?
No, you're gonna play with me, aren't you?
No, man.
I got a bad headache. The thing is you have a diagnosis that tells me, and it could be wrong. It tells me that you have altered thinking patterns, that you might have delusions, that you have powers or special gifts, that you maybe see things, hear things, paranoid, think people are following you, out to get you, that kind of stuff. So when a person comes in and says they've got the last book of lost book of Notre Dame.
It's currently lost because of how I set it up currently.
Are you telling me you're writing this book?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's awesome.
Oh, it's very awesome.
Okay.
It might be terrifying. It kind of scares me. Are you religious?
Very. But I was raised Catholic, but I am non-denominational.
Oh, I'm still Catholic.
Well, I went to school with the nuns too long. My mom was Catholic. My mom was Catholic and my dad was Jewish.
I'm second to none. You seen the nun watching the basketball games? I'm second to none.
Okay, just give me a second. You keep talking and I keep losing my train of thought.
Well, you might have your racing thoughts might need to be treated.
You keep interrupting me.
I'm gonna give you a hard time. Don't get mad. I'm gonna give you a hard time.
Can you wait till my headache quits? Or I'm gonna hit you. How about that? That's a new form of therapy, slap therapy.
Oh, that's a threat.
No, geez. I work with teenagers. I do equine therapy. I use horses to work with kids.
Beat them, huh? They need the old, what they call it?
I use horses to work with kids.
What they called it in the Navy back in the day. They used to beat them. Well, I forget what the term was. They don't allow that no more.
Were you in the Navy?
No, they just
My dad was.
Probably back in his day when he was real young. They used to, you know, I forget. It was just like whip you, pretty much. I forget what it's called.
It's called SWATs.
That might be their term.
I was at a wilderness program for teenagers up in the mountains of Georgia for 13 to 18-year-olds, and the parents had to sign affidavits giving us permission to SWAT them. And he had a plastic paddle, and he put holes in it to make it more aerodynamic. But they didn't get it often. But when they got it, they knew what they were getting it for. They were prayed with. They were loved on. And they called it the nuclear bomb because it was really for just some real bad infractions like running away.
I'm very religious as well, ma'am.
Okay, and
But I like to keep religion out of it because I've been locked in the mental homes and forced medicine on me and shots just because of my religious beliefs.
Okay.
Do you think that's fair?
I can't answer that, but can you tell me how to spell Damas? Notre Damas? Is it D-O-M-M-I-S?
I don't know.
Well, you're writing the book.
Well, no, I'm actually writing the book of Revelation 9:11. It's currently lost, Book of Notre Dame. So if you want to be more correct, Revelation 9:11.
Now that's interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Because Catholics don't even believe in that chapter.
Revelation 9
Catholic Bible doesn't have revelations in it.
Yes, it does.
Well, it used to not, because when I was growing up, I'd never heard of Revelations.
What all these other Christian denominations are missing is like the Book of Tobit, Maccabees.
Okay, put your book down.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're 31. Do you live by yourself?
I live with my mom.
He currently lives with his mother and is not working. Are you on disability?
Yes, ma'am.
Because of your schizophrenia?
Because the state has proclaimed me unable to work, and I can't work. I can't.
But you could work part-time.
Not really.
And I really recommend it. That would be
I would still get the disability check?
Yeah, you only less than 19 hours a week. My daughter's on disability. She has autism. And she can work up to 19 hours a week and not lose her disability.
What about schizophrenic people?
Well, you would need to talk to the disability office, but everybody that's on disability can work a small amount of time. See, I think it's very healthy to have a purpose, to get up in the morning and say, I'm going, and even if it's a volunteer job, even if it's something where you're not getting paid, but you have a purpose. Okay, so what do you do all day?
I
play video.
Revelation 9:11 on Facebook since 2013. You know, you remember the Mayan calendar?
The what?
That's when my story started, at the end of the Mayan calendar. But I don't want to talk about religion because I've been locked up and forced shots on all for my religious beliefs.
You told me that twice and you keep going back to it. But
yeah, because that's what I do all day.
Okay. So do you get on the internet?
Facebook. Facebook. Since 2013.
I got on Facebook about a week ago, and I put this big note. Dear family and friends, I have not been on Facebook for a year because every time I get on it, it overwhelms me. So then all these people start sending me messages, and I put, don't use Messenger because I'm not going to use it. Then they send me more messages, family, friends, people I hadn't seen since grammar school. And then I put, okay, I'm trying to go to sleep and I can't turn the beep off, so please stop sending me messages. I just get over, you see, my ADHD overwhelms me. It used to be okay before they started putting all those advertisements and everything on it, so I have a real hard time following it. But anyway.
So tell me what the difference between focus and racing thoughts is, because it's pretty much the same thing.
No, it's not. This is how I explain to parents. I do most of the kids around here.
That's good. That's good.
What happens if you open a window and it doesn't have a screen on it?
What happens? You open the window.
Why would you?
When the bugs don't come in.
Right. ADHD people are born without screens on their windows. We're sitting in class and the information flies in and somebody walks down the hall and it flies out. Or you're in church and you're trying to listen, but somebody behind you is making all kinds of noise and it flies out.
Can't focus.
So medication becomes the screens for our windows. You like that? It's called a metaphor. But anyway.
You sure you ain't schizophrenic?
No.
I'm
getting ready to tell you the difference. Okay? I'm getting ready to tell you the difference. Because my biggest impulsivity is that I interrupt people, okay? And it's because I have so many things going on in my head, but they're not racing, it's just thoughts. And if I don't tell you right now, I'll forget it.
So I don't have racing thoughts.
Well, racing thoughts are where it just goes round and round to where you can't even distinguish what you're thinking. It's almost a,
okay, I don't have that.
It's almost a panic kind of thing.
But see, if I tell somebody I can't watch this movie because I got a lot of stuff on my mind, they tell me it's racing thoughts. I say I just can't focus because I need to work on Facebook or something.
But you can focus on that.
Sometimes.
It doesn't bother you? All the stuff going around?
Oh, Lord. I created it on Facebook. I made it go round and round.
Focusing. Okay.
Now, so you don't have in my records that I've been diagnosed ADHD before in the past? Because I gave all that to Dr. Waggner.
Well, basically, I have his last visit, okay, and that was in August, and you were talking about wanting to look at your labs that you had done, and that you had an elevated triglyceride, and that you had some reactivity to hepatitis A and B.
No, I've been,
Do you have
what
C?
you call it? I've had my shots.
So you've taken the immunizations for it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So
why does he act like I got a disease when I took the shot?
No, it's not he didn't act like you have a disease.
He did in front of me.
Oh. Okay.
And then the way you read that, he did again.
It just says, okay, I'll
be honest with you, I don't like Dr. Waggner. I actually despise him.
Why?
Because he locked me up for my religious beliefs and forced shots on me.
Oh, okay. Well, I will tell you that people that are schizophrenic can get very, very hyper-focused and delusional within the religious beliefs. And it's real hard for me as a Christian to tease that out, because I do believe God speaks to us, and I believe that you have this personal relationship with Him, and you know, I believe all that.
And angels?
No.
You don't believe in angels?
I believe that, well...
There might be an angel sitting right here in this room with you.
No, what I believe in this, and I tell people this all the time, when a person crosses my path that blesses me, a real person, I just call them angels on earth. That God has allowed this person to come into my life or cross my path to bless me in some way.
So
Seeing angels, I think they're up in heaven, but I don't believe they come down on earth and hang out with us.
So what happens when Jesus comes back and y'all just lock him up in the mental home? That's what I want to know.
See, I got the white horse waiting for him to ride. He's almost solid.
The white horse in the apocalypse?
Let me tell you something. He's almost solid white. He's just got, they call him a medicine.
That's your horse?
Yeah. It's one of
That's
them.
cool.
I'm trying to look for your labs. I wanted to just see what...
I know, did you know mankind's the four horsemen?
Who?
Couldn't they four?
What?
Mankind's the four horsemen?
Who is?
Mankind.
Mankind is the four horsemen? I didn't know that. But you just keep wanting to go back to talking about religion.
Well, you brought up the white horseman.
But you brought up Jesus.
Well, because y'all are gonna lock him up. Y'all gonna lock him up in the nut home.
No, not me. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna when the second coming comes, I'm gonna be gone. You know, I'm gonna be gone up there before all the commotion starts. I heard Billy Graham when I was 19. He came to LSU and spoke at a Fellowship of Christian Athletes thing, and I was 19. I'd never heard anybody talk about a personal relationship with God, because I went to Catholic schools with the nuns my whole life, and all I knew to do was Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know, I didn't know how to have a personal relationship, and And it was the beginning of who I am now. Okay.
I have a wonderful relationship with God.
I can tell you love him. Okay.
I'm his
so
anointed.
can I? Okay. Are you playing?
No. You want me to tell you why Dr. Wagner locked me up in another room? Well, I don't want to talk about it. It's just another long story. We'll be here all day.
And I have other patients.
Yeah. But I have been diagnosed ADHD combined, ODD, dyslexia.
And that would have been stuff you would have struggled with in school when you were trying to learn.
And then like magic, 18, it disappears. But so then, 2013, a police officer pronounces me schizophrenic. And I have been a piece of paper ever since.
How can a police officer do that?
He did it.
But the hospital or the people who see you would have to confirm that. And I'm getting ready to ask you a bunch of questions so I can tell you what I think. Do you want to know what I think?
What you think?
Schizophrenia. Will you stop talking and let me ask the questions? Motor mouth? You're definitely ADHD.
Combined type.
I know.
I wouldn't even, you know, it's
you know what the
like,
difference is?
You got both of them.
Well,
like,
ADD.
I read about it.
ADD is people who just sit there and daydream and they don't pay attention, but they don't make any ruckus in class. The ADHD kids are the ones that get up. I was the class clown, you know. I was constantly entertaining people, and that was in high school. But in grammar school, I was in 4th, 3rd grade, and I threw a pencil out the window and jumped out to get it. And my dad was a pediatrician, and they told him I was a juvenile delinquent and mentally retarded. He got mad, and so he took me to be tested, and I had an IQ of 135 in 3rd grade. But they didn't know what they didn't have a word for it. They called it minimal brain dysfunction. There was no medications. So my parents just kept moving me from one school to another. And then in high school, I went to this girls' Catholic school where the principal was a nun who saw my smarts, saw my potential. So she kind of ran interference for my big mouth for 4 years to keep me from getting kicked out. And I wound up, you know, honors grades, dean's list in college. I've been to college 3 times. I have as much education as a doctor. I went back to become a nurse practitioner at 58 and finished at almost 61. So my brain works pretty good, but I do get sidetracked, okay? Now I want to ask you some questions, so just wait 1 second. Don't tell me you're dyslexic again, because I've got it written down. And ODD. You know what ODD is?
It magically disappears when you're 18.
I know, but you know what ODD is?
But it's true still.
Oppositional defiant disorder. It's when kids throw fits. Parents tell them to do something and they throw a fit.
It's still true for me.
Okay, so are you ready for me to ask the questions?
Yes, ma'am. So, I mean, schizophrenia, schizoaffective. I've even had doctors say I was depressed, and I'm one of the jolliest persons around.
Okay. Do you have any special powers? Honest.
No, ma'am.
You sure?
I have sounded the 5th trumpet. Trumpets make America great again.
Okay. Do you ever feel like the TV or the radio sending you messages?
No, ma'am.
You tell me the truth.
Yeah, TV and radio don't do such a thing.
Okay, well, some people they feel like they do, so I have to ask the question. Do you ever feel like somebody's trying to put thoughts in your head or take thoughts out of your head?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do you hear voices or see things?
No, ma'am.
That other people look at me.
I've never heard.
Do you see angels?
No, I am an angel. I sounded the 5th trumpet. That's why I said one could be sitting in this room with you.
Well, I feel blessed then. He did not.
Maybe I'm the destroyer.
Okay.
Maybe I'm Ryan Michael, the archangel of the abyss.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So you don't see things, you don't hear things.
Why does my religious beliefs get jotted down in a...
Well, you won't shut up about it, but I'm not
Well, you
jotting it
asked
down.
the question.
No, but you keep going back to it. You say, I don't want to talk about it, but then you go back to it.
But you asked the question,
I
and
asked
I
you-
had to answer your question.
I asked you if you ever saw anything, and you said, no, you don't see angels. You are an angel.
Because you asked
Okay.
something about angels.
Okay, because you said, what if an angel was sitting right here?
I meant me.
Okay. So,
That's what I meant.
are you paranoid? Do you think people are out to get you?
I have been locked up in the mental home for thinking the KKK is in Livingston Parish.
Are they?
Yes, I know from my family history, yes. That is a fact.
Are you scared of them?
I was at the time that I was locked in mental homes. Then I was laughed at by a psychiatrist when I said I wanted to contact the Department of Justice. I've been through a horrible story that shows you how horrible people can be.
How long has this been going on? What age did this all start?
What started?
The people calling you schizophrenic and putting you in hospitals?
26.
26? That's kind of late for usually.
It started with the police.
But usually, guys become psychotic. Their first break is usually 19 to 24. So it was kind of late.
Well, it was actually the police said I was schizophrenic, and I have been a piece of paper ever since. See how important the paperwork is? But you are listening better than any doctor I have talked to yet.
Thanks.
Because the doctors look at you for 5 minutes, make you take medicine, and
Well, I'm a nurse. I look at the whole patient.
well, the doctors
I'm
are a
going to look
joke.
at your weight. Let me ask you something. Have you ever taken Risperdal?
Mm-hmm.
Did you develop some breast?
I think I'm just fat right now.
Okay, because it looks like you have some breast development.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to get some lab work done.
Okay.
Okay. Where do you live?
Walker.
Okay. So if you ordered lab work, would you go to the lake in Walker?
I think I was supposed to go to
You go to North Oaks Diagnostics?
the LSU hospital.
Lolly Kemp?
I think I was supposed to go there.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I'll tell you where I want you to go because.
So what are we gonna do if I do? They gonna give me? I don't know if I took Risperdal or not.
Okay. Well, before I see you again, I'm going to do some investigation and go see if you have a paper chart, which would have been before 2015 from here.
Well, fat people get breasts, don't they?
Yeah, but people that take Risperdal get,
Yeah, I heard that.
you know, and I had a little 8-year-old girl that I had to take off of it because she was developing breast. So there are a lot of medications I won't prescribe because they're harmful to the body.
That's good, because some doctors don't care. They're going to still force it on you no matter
Okay.
what.
Okay. So today, are you depressed? Are you having any mood swings or anything like that?
Oh, you just told me I got breasts. That ain't supposed to make me feel good.
Are you having any mood swings or anything?
No.
Huh?
For what I've been through, and I have been through hell,
Okay.
I'm in a good mood. I'm pretty jolly.
You seem like it.
But look, the doctor don't take this long. He'll force you and say you're depressed and all this. This crazy what's going on.
Okay,
this
well,
is wild land.
That's why I try to listen, okay? And what I try to do is I try to listen and listen even between what you're saying, because I'm pretty good at it.
Well, the fifth trumpet ain't sound for no reason. Believe that.
Okay, so do you have any anger issues?
Yes.
Do you act out on your anger, like break things, threaten people, hit people?
I'll throw some things sometimes.
Your mom would say you have anger issues?
Yeah, but you know, she likes to make me angry too. It's crazy. It's like our relationship. She wants to make me angry.
Okay, so you came in today. Tell me why you came in.
I mean, I really need some ADHD medicine, or you know, in reality, I have self-medicated myself my entire life.
You're smoking marijuana?
No, not currently.
Are you doing any drugs currently?
No, not since 2013.
You sure?
Now, my entire life, I have smoked marijuana. I was graduated top of my class at ITI Technical College on marijuana.
What did you graduate in?
Process technology.
You could do some part-time work.
No, well, you know, I got felonies, so no one hires you.
Okay.
And I worked for OK Long, you know, but I had to lie to get on.
Oh, I used to
OK
work
Long.
there. Met my ex-husband in the emergency room there. So what kind of felonies do you have?
Drug felonies.
Okay.
So you can't get a job
You
with
can't.
my field. Not really, not from what I had my degree in.
Well, I'm very
Walmart.
proud of you that you got that degree.
Oh, top of the class. There's only like 12, 13 of us. I was the top.
Okay, so I got
On marijuana. So, you know, this book here, I don't believe it.
Okay, give me a minute.
Would you like to hear some prophecy?
No, I don't have time. I'm sorry. I've only got a few more minutes.
Something to do with a cruise ship. That's all I'll say. Just remember that. That's just me, just your personal. Just so you remember.
Okay, I'll remember it.
Like Nicholas Cruz, you know, that shot up at school. Cruz, and then you know who Saint Nick is, the patron saint of sailors. So, something to do with a cruise ship. But you ain't supposed to type it down. That's just.
I didn't.
That's
I'm
just
not
for
going to.
just so you can remember.
I'm not
Telling you,
going
I just tell you a little bit about my book I was writing.
Okay.
You like to watch movies?
Yeah.
What's the good one you've seen?
One of my favorite movies is called The Shack.
Oh, yeah, I read the book.
I've read the book twice, and then I saw the movie 3 times. It's really, really good.
I ain't seen the movie yet. I downloaded it.
Tim McGraw's in it. He's not a main character though, but it's a good movie. You come out feeling good about how much God loves us.
Some people might say the demons answered me.
Well,
but I don't believe it is God.
You know what?
Punishing
Only
these people.
nobody can read a person's heart.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think you have schizophrenia.
I don't know. I'm too religious. You gotta be schizophrenic.
I wasn't even going to talk about that.
I know, but religion is schizophrenia.
It can be, but there's also other things. You know, the paranoia and the grandiosity about writing books and stuff, and they very well could be true. Okay.
What, Stephen King writes some good books, huh?
Yep. But you see, what I see right now is you can't stay on topic. You keep going from one topic to another.
Well, I got a lot to tell you.
I know.
But
you were 30 minutes late.
You keep tight. No, I was sitting out there forever. You keep tight.
Your point.
Stuff.
Well, I have to.
I know. So we gotta stop, and paperwork's really more important than people
I
these
totally
days.
agree with you, and I hate the fact that I can't look at you the whole time. I hate it. It's not natural. It's not the way you should have with a client in developing a relationship. But I have to ask you, are you suicidal?
Never in my life. Now the police will tell you otherwise.
Okay.
Because they locked me up. They thought it was a big joke. Because the police are sick, and we actually live in a totalitarian government. I don't know if you realize it, but that's the government we live in. Control every aspect. They even control your thought. Because you have a thought process disorder, right?
I just have ADHD.
No, that was me. And I will be locked. I will have my daughter kidnapped by the
You
state
have
of
a daughter?
Louisiana. Oh no, the state of Louisiana says I don't.
How old is she?
She's 9.
What's her name?
Kaylee.
Oh, do you get to see her?
Barely. When I had her over 50% of the time. I had her more
Okay,
than mom
can you
did.
stop now? Let me finish up because I have a patient waiting, and I had an hour with you, but I only got 30 minutes. So, is there anybody you want to kill today? I have to ask.
I don't ever want to kill nobody.
Okay, so do you know what day of the week it is?
It is, what is it? Monday.
And what's
I really
the
don't
date?
keep up with the days.
Okay, do you
It is
know
the 26th.
of what month?
You seen, it is March Madness.
Year, 2000 what?
This is Mass Madness.
2000 what?
It's 2018.
And where are you right now? What's the name of this clinic? You
I'm
should-
at Rosenblum,
Do you remember my name?
Elizabeth.
That's
Miss
not,
Elizabeth.
No, my name's Rebecca, but
Oh, Miss Rebecca.
but wait,
Oh.
my middle name is Elizabeth.
Oh, well,
That's weird.
that was her name.
Beth's name.
Beth,
Don't call her Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Ooh, she hates it. Okay, so I was going to just tell you something really funny. Last night I was watching 60 Minutes. Have you heard of the Greek geek that plays for Milwaukee Bucks? Oh my gosh, he's like he's close to 8 feet tall. His hands are like this big. He's from Greece and he's young, and they had a little story on him. You need to Google that.
So that wasn't schizophrenic, what you
No.
just did?
No.
How you went from one subject to another?
You said something, March Madness, and it made me think of.
Oh, well, I was
basketball.
talking about Mass
Okay.
and Anonymous, the Legion.
Okay.
I brought up religion again. I can't not bring up religion. I'm an angel.
Okay.
The Archangel of the Abyss.
I thought the Archangels was Michael.
Ryan Michael, the Archangel of the Abyss.
Is not Michael your middle name?
Yes, ma'am.
You weigh 266.
That's
Your
what I think.
BMI is 41.1.
I
We
think
got
that's
to
wrong
get
with me.
that down,
266.
Okay, so here's the deal. I would be willing down the road a little while to maybe consider giving you some Concerta or something for the ADHD, but I do think you need something for the schizophrenia.
Well,
Would
unless
you be
it's
willing
this
to,
right here.
Okay, would you be willing to a once a month shot?
Oh, never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I don't believe in shots.
Okay, and so what you were, excuse me, you were getting Lexapro and Geodon and Trazodone.
Did I take them?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, so you don't want.
I was forced by the state
Okay.
to have
Okay.
to take
Okay.
them.
Okay. So let me ask you something. Let me see if I have somebody waiting. If I don't, I can take a little more time. And that person didn't show up, so I can take a little more time. I don't have to feel rushed. So I'm not willing to give you any ADHD medicine today, but I would be willing to do it when I saw you a little more stable.
What is unstable about me?
Well,
We talk too much about religion.
No, I think I see signs of schizophrenia, but
Can you tell me about schizophrenia?
huh?
What is schizoaffective?
Schizoaffective is when you have both psychosis and a mood disorder, either depression or bipolar, and when you have both of them, they call it schizoaffective. Your diagnosis was schizophrenia,
Oh man, I got it
schizophrenia,
all.
and social
I got it
phobia.
all. I got it
Do you
all.
have social phobia?
I do.
You don't like going out in public?
I don't like people.
Do you sleep?
This Trump ain't saying for no reason. I sleep great.
Okay.
Sleep when I'm tired.
So the only medicine you came here for today would be an ADHD medicine.
And to find out, you know, what schizophrenia is, because I've never had a doctor tell me.
Okay, well, you know what? Let me see if I don't have a handout for you where I can.
Oh, I know. I've read all about it.
Well,
I want a doctor to be a doctor and explain things.
Well, I'll tell you. Okay, there's different components to schizophrenia. I used to teach psychiatric nursing. There's the what they call the positive symptoms and the negative symptoms. The positive symptoms are the psychosis and the delusions, which usually you can treat and they'll go away. The negative symptoms are not as treatable, and it's the effect, the way a person presents, some of their thought processes.
You don't have freedom to think. Let me just interrupt you there, because can you give me a definition of schizophrenia?
Can I get it out of this book?
Well, I mean, whatever DSM-5, I already know what the definition is.
Well,
I wonder if you can give me one.
Well, yeah, I pretty much told you it's a component of schizophrenia. There's different types, but it's usually when a person gets out of touch with reality. Hallucination, whether it be auditory, which is hearing, visual, which is seeing, olfactory, which is smelling, or taste, or touch, which is when you feel like things crawling on you or something. Those are all feelings that a person perceive, but other people don't hear it or see it. Okay? A delusion is what's called a fixed belief. It's something that, I'll give you an example. I worked at the lake in Baton Rouge, in it was a acute psych versus a geri psych unit, and they had a little old man who was convinced the FBI had put a chip in his arm. And so the doctors x-rayed his arm for him to show him that there was no chip, but he still believed it. So a fixed delusion is a fixed belief that no matter what somebody tells you, you believe it. Archangel,
How do you know?
blowing the fifth trumpet.
How do you know I didn't?
I don't. But I have to look at I have to look at what you present and what I know about schizophrenia and what I've seen over the last 25 years of working in the psychiatric
So
field.
schizophrenia is, there's no clear definition as to what schizophrenia is.
Yeah, there is. And I pretty much told you, but
it is defined by its symptoms.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're pretty smart.
So I've done some little bit of research.
But I will tell you that it's the dopamine in the brain that needs to have to be altered for
Wrong.
schizophrenia.
That is a controversy.
Okay.
So, and different people, what makes one person schizophrenic in one culture doesn't necessarily make them.
Absolutely correct.
Can you tell me about Creole?
Yeah, Creoles believe in ghosts and voodoo
and they're mixed race.
Yes.
Wrong.
Creole is usually got Indian, white, African American, some French.
I mean, I
lived in Opelousas for 20 years.
And it's been lost. Because did you know I'm Creole?
Well, I believe it, that you very well could be. I don't know you.
And you didn't even tell me what a Creole was. You told me the wrong answer.
So what is the right answer?
You know, when you take seafood gumbo, you take meat gumbo, and you mix it all together, you get Creole gumbo.
Okay.
That is a good definition of Creole.
Okay.
But if you really look into a Creole, I mean, I don't like to sound racist.
Right.
But black people are not Creole. I mean, I don't want to sound racist, but that's just the fact of the matter.
Okay, so I'm putting that you refusing is not interested in taking any medications.
No brain altering medications
to
that
treat
mess with my gray matter.
schizophrenia. he does want something for ADHD.
Or anxiety.
Okay, so I have a deal for you. There's a medication that's not an ADHD medicine. It's not a stimulant. It's an antidepressant, but it treats, listen to me, it treats ADHD. It treats ADHD symptoms.
I don't like their chemistries, concocted potions.
Well, I'm not going to give you a stimulant.
Well, something for anxiety.
I'll give you Buspar.
What is that? Another antidepressant?
No, it's the only.
Is it used to treat antidepressant?
Do I?
No, is it used to treat?
No, it's used to treat anxiety. It's the only anti-anxiety medicine that's not a benzodiazepine like Xanax and all those. And I won't prescribe those.
Yeah, I know. You won't describe what people actually need.
No, they're not meant to be used long term. They're meant to be used short term till you can get a person stable on other medications. So people are addicted to them. So
witchcraft. Huh?
Okay. So
well, I spit the truth.
Do you want to try the Buspar? The thing with Buspar is you start like at 10 milligrams 3 times a day, or you can do 10 milligrams twice a day, and we can go all the way up to a total of 60 milligrams a day. But you got to titrate it up. It doesn't work overnight. It's not like taking the Xanax and getting a chill, you know, or smoking a blunt and getting a chill. It's a medication that's going to build up, and it's going to help control your anxiety. But I need you to make a decision if you want to try it or not. No?
It's more I need some ADHD medicine. You know, that it's crazy you can hook kids on these amphetamines.
But I don't prescribe.
Crazy.
I don't prescribe them.
But adults can't get them.
I prescribe. There's 2 families of stimulants. There's the amphetamine, which is 2 carbons away from meth, amphetamine, Adderall and Vyvanse.
Get kids hooked early.
Would you let me finish? The other family of ADHD medicines is called methylphenidate family, and that's Ritalin, Focalin, Concerta. I take Concerta. And I won't prescribe Adderall. I have parents that get up and walk out and want another doctor because they want their young kids on Adderall. The studies prove that the ADHD kids do not get addicted to these medicines because they forget to take them, but their friends abuse it. So I'm just real careful.
I don't have no friends. Quit talking to them. So I wouldn't be able to get Adderall.
Oh no, not for me. Not for me.
It's weird. The way it works is weird. See, it's not so weird right now. Because I'm having a little option and choice right now.
But I have an option and choice because my name goes on those prescriptions, and I have a huge responsibility to prescribe, and I take it very seriously.
Well, for example, I can get arrested for talking about the Declaration of Independence on Facebook.
Okay, we're off subject. I was
going to talk about medicine, psychiatry,
I know, but I need
the devils of it.
Can I? Are you willing to go get the lab work done?
Okay.
Okay. So I'll order you some lab work, and when you come back, we'll look at your lab work and see how everything is, and we'll talk again. And I'll look into your old chart to see if I can find the diagnosis of ADHD for you. And if I can find it, then I'll consider maybe trying you on some Concerta. Okay. So,
does the government think that everyone just gotta have medicine every day?
No. Can I tell you something? People leave my office with no prescriptions. My goal is as little and as low as possible to improve a person's quality of life if they need it. But if they don't need medications, and I won't prescribe for kids under the age of 6, and I'll monitor their weight, and if they start losing weight, I drop the medicine or I take them off of it for the summer. and I make sure parents realize I'm not medicating the behaviors. I'm not trying to keep them from having to parent their children.
Well, you were the best doctor I talked to. You're the best psychiatrist I thought. Well, that's a shame that these are psychiatrists.
Well, you know, no. And everybody here, we've got 2 nurse practitioners, and then we have Dr. Waggner, who's a medical psychologist, and then we have Dr. Eritag, who is a psychiatrist, and Dr. Ahmad, who is a psychiatrist. But,
yeah,
so
that dude is a joke.
He was my preceptor. I went to East with him.
Yeah, that's where he laughed at me about the...
Okay, do you want to come back in 2 months?
Whatever you see.
Okay, I'll give you 2 months, and then I'll go ahead and order your lab work and give you the lab sheet. Okay.
Okay.
You have to be fasting, so you get up and do it first thing in the morning.
When did you pick a place?
Well, I'd like if you would go to North Oaks Diagnostic Center, which is right in front of the hospital. They fax everything to me. When people go to the lake.
Walker?
No, that's Our Lady of the Lake in Walker. If you need to go there, you can go there.
Oh, in front of this hospital?
No. North Oaks is the big hospital on 51, which is the you know where you get off to go to the mall right here in Hammond? If you go the other way, the big hospital is right there. But you can go to the lake in Walker. Sooner or later I'll get
wherever the insurance will pay, I ain't gonna pay much for it.
Do you have Medicaid?
Yeah,
Medicare? You have Medicaid and Medicare?
Whatever. One of them, I don't know. Just one of them, I think
you have Medicare, but yeah. But you just need to be fasting, and you take this order, and then get you back in 2 months, and give you a chance to think about. This is what I'd like if I were free to order medications for you. I would order one thing, something that would not be harmful to your body.
Like antipsychotics is very harmful. Very harmful.
Not all of them.
Most
Not all of them.
Did you know that they cause Parkinson's disease?
That's not been proven. Okay.
Chemical imbalance has not been proven.
Yeah, it has.
Not at all.
Okay.
By brain scans?
Brain scans. They can do taps of the spinal fluid. You know. Taps.
Well, did you know the first thing a psychiatrist does is make you take medicine? You have no choice in the matter.
You always have a choice.
No, because they'll have another second psychiatrist come in and talk to you, and they're going to force that medicine on you. They will hold you down.
I'm not giving you any medicine.
Okay, so...
I'm not giving you any medicine.
So how are any of those tests accurate?
Those tests are
tested. Okay,
that's not
we talking about the
okay, I'm checking your thyroid, I'm checking your cholesterol and triglycerides.
You off topic, are you schizophrenic?
Huh?
I said you're off topic, are you schizophrenic?
No, I'm trying to explain to you with the
we
lab
were,
work.
We were talking about
EKG.
We were talking about something else. I'm just proving a point. I know, you know, I know. I'm gonna give you a hard time. Because I've been through hell.
I hear you.
For no reason. For admitting I was on drugs, I've been through hell.
Well, being on drugs is a reason.
Well, first step is admitting you have a problem. So when I admit I have a problem, I shouldn't have my daughter kidnapped and be locked in mental homes and locked all up and do all this crazy stuff.
Do you go to 12-step meetings?
No, but I did.
My dad died with 30 years of sobriety and Alcoholics Anonymous. I was very, very proud of him. He was drunk my whole life, but come on, I'll walk you up front.
Well, all right.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
My headache?
You did say it was Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Oh.
Rebecca Bombett.
All right. Bomb what?
Bombett. B-O-M.
Bombett?
Yeah, B-O-M-B-E-T. French.
Yeah, I'm hard-playing. Hard.
See, I lived in Omaha for 20 years, and I all those cases.
Yeah, well, so are some of them don't drive the Creole. Yeah, all right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Outside,
yeah,
right
just
here?
right here in the waiting room, and they'll call you.